Imagine this. You're scrolling through endless SUVs, wondering which one really stands out in 2025. Which one gives you that perfect blend of bold design, futuristic technology, family practicality, and performance that can surprise you in ways you never expected. And suddenly this name pops up again. A name you might have heard years ago but now feels completely reborn. The 2025 Kia Sorento 4X. And before you even think this is just another SUV in the crowded segment, hold on, because what you're about to discover will not only shock you but might just change the way you look at midsize SUVs forever. And I want you to answer me right now in the comments. What do you actually value most in a family SUV? Is it power? Is it the luxury and comfort? Or is it simply the price that decides everything for you? Because in this video we're going to dig so deep into the Sorento 4X that by the end, you'll know exactly whether this is the car that deserves your money or not. And somewhere along the way, I'm going to reveal the price. But not right now, because trust me, once you hear that number, it will either make you smile or leave you in disbelief. So let's start peeling away the layers of this SUV that Kia claims is their ultimate evolution of design and engineering for the midsize family market. And to set the stage, let's talk about the exterior. Because at first glance, the 2025 Sorento doesn't look like the conservative family car you may remember from the past. This thing has been sculpted with aggression, confidence, and a presence that makes you do a double take on the road. The new signature Tiger nose grille has been stretched wider and slimmer, blending seamlessly with the high-tech LED headlamps that almost look like they belong on a concept car. And those daytime running lights cut sharp lines that scream modern sophistication. The hood has muscular creases, giving it that SUV stance we've all been craving. And then you look at the side profile. Bold wheel arches hugging up to 20-inch alloy wheels that not only look premium but give the Sorento that commanding road presence you usually only find in luxury brands. And I'm asking you now, does this look like the Kia you had in your mind? Or is Kia slowly stepping into the luxury territory? Because from the chrome accents around the windows, the floating roofline, to the sharper rear tail lamps that stretch horizontally across the back, everything about the 2025 Sorento screams that Kia is tired of being just practical. They want to play in the big league. And speaking of big league, you'll notice the proportions have slightly changed. The car feels more athletic, more planted, yet not oversized, meaning it still perfectly balances between city maneuverability and highway confidence. And here's the kicker. The Sorento 4X has been designed with aerodynamics in mind. Yes, an SUV with functional air vents, a more tapered roofline, and subtle spoiler enhancements that all work to reduce drag, improve fuel economy, and give you that whisper quiet drive on highways, something you definitely wouldn't expect in this category. But let's take a pause, because I know you're already thinking, all this design talk sounds great, but what about the inside? Because at the end of the day, the interior is where you'll spend your hours, whether it's family road trips, daily commutes, or long-haul highway drives. And here's where Kia decided to really shock the competition. Because the interior of the 2025 Sorento feels like something that punches way above its price bracket. And don't worry, I'll get to that price soon. Patience, it's worth it. The cabin greets you with a dual-curved 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster and infotainment screen setup that almost melts into one sleek panel, instantly reminding you of luxury European SUVs. And the material choice. Soft touch surfaces, leather upholstery options, ambient lighting that can change with your mood, and even recycled eco-friendly materials in some trims for those who value sustainability. The seats are redesigned with more bolstering and ergonomic comfort, offering both heated and ventilated options in the front. And yes, massaging functions are available in higher trims, something that was once unthinkable in a Kia. The second row offers captain chairs in some configurations, and the third row, while not massive, is actually practical enough for kids or short trips, giving this SUV true 7-passenger capability. And tech lovers will appreciate the wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, the upgraded Bose premium audio system that fills the cabin with crisp surround sound, multiple USB-C ports scattered across all rows so no one fights over charging, a wireless charging pad, and even a head-up display to keep your eyes on the road. Now stop and think. Does this sound like an affordable family SUV, or does this sound like a vehicle that should cost luxury brand money? Because Kia clearly wants you to feel the second option. And speaking of luxury, Safety is another big selling point. With Kia's latest DriveWise suite packing advanced adaptive cruise control, lane following assist, blind spot monitoring with live video feeds in the cluster, rear cross traffic alert, collision avoidance with pedestrian and cyclist detection, and the much talked about highway driving assist 2, which allows semi-autonomous driving in certain highway conditions. This means long-distance trips suddenly become less stressful. And yes, this is something many buyers in the US and UK want. A car that doesn't just take you from point A to point B, but does so while reducing fatigue. And before we hit the price reveal, let's talk performance, because here's where things get spicy. The 2025 Kia Sorento 4X is offered with multiple powertrains, starting with a 2.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder producing around 281 horsepower, delivering punchy acceleration with the 8-speed dual-clutch transmission. Then you move to the hybrid version combining a 1.6-liter turbo engine with an electric motor for a combined output around 227 horsepower but with stellar fuel efficiency, perfect for city driving and families who don't want to spend a fortune on gas. And then there's the plug-in hybrid 4X model that cranks up to 261 horsepower while offering around 30 miles of pure electric driving range. Which means for most daily commutes, you may not even touch the gas engine. And this is where the Sorento 4X gets its name. Four-wheel drive capability with terrain modes that let you switch between snow, mud, sand, and normal driving, giving you the confidence to take this SUV not just through city streets but also off-road adventures without hesitation. And now the moment you've been waiting for, the twist, the shock, the price, because after hearing about all this tech, luxury, safety, and performance, you're probably expecting a luxury brand tag north of $60,000, but here's where Kia throws the bomb. The 2025 Sorento starts at around $33,000 in the US, with higher trims reaching just under $50,000 fully loaded, and in the UK, prices hover around £40,000 to £47,000 depending on spec, which means you're getting a car that offers nearly everything a luxury German SUV gives you at nearly half the price. So now I'll ask you, doesn't that make you think twice before spending more on a BMW X5 or an Audi Q7? Because if value for money is your game, the Sorento is suddenly looking like the smartest play of 2025. And before you jump to conclusions, let's not forget, Kia also backs this up with one of the industry's best warranties, giving you peace of mind for years to come. So here's my challenge to you. Tell me right now in the comments, would you seriously consider the 2025 Kia Sorento 4X over its German or Japanese rivals? Because the value proposition is too insane to ignore. And if you've made it this far into the video, you're clearly as shocked as I was when I first dived into the details. So hit that subscribe button, because on this channel we're breaking down every upcoming car in ways that no one else dares to, revealing secrets, exposing value, and making sure you know exactly what you're buying before you step into a dealership. And trust me, the 2025 Kia Sorento 4X is just the beginning of cars that are about to flip the industry upside down.